Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is one I'm very proud of, and I haven't even made it yet. But I'm just proud that I can finally do one. And yeah, so I am going to be showing you guys my finished beauty room today. There's still a few little odds and ends that could be cleaned up, but I want to show it before I destroy it, if that makes sense. So if you are interested in seeing the new beauty room, stay tuned. So this is the view looking into the room. So I will take you in, and we're gonna start over in this area. And there's still a little bit of cleanup down here in this bottom corner, but this whole unit is from the old beauty room. So we just flipped it on its side. Now, I will say that the old beauty room had the cube system in the room, but it was 5 across. So right now this looks a little uneven because there's not enough cubes, but I did actually just find one today. So that will be evened out. This stuff is mainly just like some office stuff. This stuff has to go still. And just different like tech stuff like my camera batteries, tripods, things like that. This is some organizational stuff in this bin over here. Everything in this cubby right here is new makeup things that come in from BoxyCharm. Right now it's full of all of my Christmas stuff. So this over here, this is actually the OG makeup cabinet or stand. This is what housed my entire makeup collection for many years. And now here we are. Now we're in a room. So I still have some miscellaneous stuff in here. Up top, just some of my perfume collection. Not a whole lot, just a few things. Some things that were gifts and such. So for wall art, I don't have a whole lot, but this is a collection of pictures or prints that my nephew made for myself and my husband. So over on top of the cubes, I have some of my palettes, and I don't really have them over here because I don't use them a lot. I actually, like, I have my Jaclyn Hill, my Friendcation palette, and the Soft Glam. I use these pretty often, but I'm trying to get used to not having everything right at like my fingertips. Sorry if we lost focus for a second. So next I have my sunglass drawers, and these drawers, I found these at Home Goods, I believe. They fit 3 back, and I have a lot of sunglasses, but right now they're everywhere. The candle warmer is actually brand new. I just received that for Christmas, and right now it is warming the absolute best candle of life. And if you don't agree, well, you're wrong. So these palettes are just some of my older palettes. Like I have the Urban Decay Electric palette, a Tarte palette, I believe that's from last year. These are actually palettes I really enjoy. These are the Zoeva palettes, but I will probably be doing a collection video soon. I have a feeling that that's going to be asked for after this video. This is a bag full of lippies that will probably meet its demise during a declutter that is also coming very quickly. This stand right here, this white stand, this is actually from Michael's, or not Michael's, I'm sorry, Joann's, in the paper crafting section. It is 4 little dropper bottles like this, but I decided I would use this to house most of my highlighters. So over here I just have the Wet n Wild collection boxes that I've picked up over time. The mermaid one because I love mermaids, and also the gothographic because I love the skull and crossbones. This actually is a full set. I did not realize that the makeup was still in there until I was cleaning. So again, on the shelves, just some mermaid stuff, a picture of me and my sister, markers, you know, necessities. So coming over to this table, this is one of my lip organizers, which will also be featured in the declutter because it is so full. I have just a random Ray Dunn mug. I do collect a lot of Ray Dunn, but I like this one. So it stayed in here, it just hasn't made it out yet. This is just kind of all placed here. This stuff is all random. Just some highlighters, eyeshadow palettes, different eyeshadow palettes. There are some boxes and some extras that I have, which will probably be in a giveaway here soon. So I know, I kept the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks, even though I don't use them. I thought that the packaging was pretty. So over here is where I have most of my Jeffree Star cosmetics located. This star organizer is from Amazon, and that is where I try to keep most of my palettes. I have some of the bigger palettes over here and some of the highlighters. This one I need to press again because it was broken going through TSA and it's never been the same. I have some of my mirrors and also the lippies. Look at all this room I have for more. All right, so up here on the wall, I have these two shelves that I actually found at Home Goods. I believe the night or the day after we moved everything. So in this first shelf, I have just a jar with some fairy lights in it. I think that those are cute. And my husband bought me this M. This is a picture of us. We had been dating maybe a week at that time. So that picture is very old. Up top I have some of my Louis Vuitton boxes from a wallet purchase and a purse strap purchase, and I refuse to get rid of them. On this shelf I have some of my favorite mugs, my Paris mug, and also a mug that my niece gave to me that says "Auntie like mom, only cooler," which is completely true. Some of the little succulents, I have our wedding picture up there, and I have just this big gemstone as like a decorative piece. Over here, this is my previous storage system, just with the acrylic drawers. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this just yet. I mean, I could fill it up, but I'm trying to not do that. I also have this past month's Boxy Charm. This is the Boxy Luxe. I've done nothing with that yet either, just because moving rooms has been a little bit hectic. Moving over to this area, I just put out some of my most used foundations. I also have some highlighting products. This set of drawers I bought at Hobby Lobby, and it was originally supposed to be my storage for this room, but I don't like that you can't see in the drawers. I was finding that I was forgetting about things or putting things in. So right now it is a little messy because when we were moving the rooms, we just kind of shoved stuff in. But this is where I was keeping, you know, like my extras of things. So I think I may do a clean and organize with me video. So if you would like to see that and what's in there in that video, let me know, because I'll make sure that I film it. If you're not interested, that's cool too. So this is over on my vanity, and this is really like my everyday or every other day. This is some of the stuff that I am consistently reaching for. It is in desperate need of being cleaned because a lot of stuff got shoved in there when we were moving things, and there's no organization, which really makes life difficult when I'm looking for something like an eyebrow pencil. I don't know where the eyebrow pencil that I want is, and you know, that's a really good way to just throw off your makeup. These are some of my most used palettes, or palettes that I want to try to use more regularly. I have just added back to this Sephora brush and sculpting palette. That one was a favorite for a long time. I'm not sure why I stopped using it. The Nicole Guerrero, the highlighter palette. I actually forgot how much I really enjoyed that one. And I did just add back in the Life's a Drag palette by Manny. I think his shadows are really, really nice. So I definitely want to use that a little more often. I actually combined the brushes that I most use into this little spinning organizer. The jewelry's still out. I'm not sure if this is going to actually stay or not. We'll see. I just received this stand for my iPad, so that's kind of nice to have that up and off of the desk because I do tend to watch a lot of videos when I'm getting ready and such, so that's really nice to have there. Over on this side, of course, I have my ring light, the tripod where this camera normally is, and I have the spinning thing that normally houses a lot of, you know, daily reach makeup. Right now, it's kind of a mess. There's stuff everywhere, so we'll clean that up at some point. Another new addition to this room is this little stack of white drawers. It's kind of reminiscent of the Ikea Alex drawers. What I am doing in here, and I still haven't decided if this is what I want to do. I've kind of have like foundations, powders, and some primers in this top drawer. More eyeshadow palettes. A lot of these are ones that are either newer to me or I have not used at all. You can see like they're still in boxes. This drawer, I'm thinking I'm doing highlighters, bronzer, contour, and whatever else doesn't fit because a lot of these are bigger palettes on this side. This drawer, I have makeup wipes and I have some newer products or products that are duplicates, which these are from BoxyCharm. A friend that also subscribes gave those to me because they just weren't for her. So on this cart, I have most of my hair care and also some setting sprays. I put these little cups in here. These are probably not going to stay. I just need to find somewhere else to put them or get rid of them, one of the two. I have my curling iron, straightener, and also a new tool that my husband bought me for Christmas. It's one of the brushes that air dries or that blow dries your hair as well, and it straightens it at the same time. It's amazing. On this table, this is the original Vanity that I purchased when we moved back home, but it's a little too small or it's too narrow, but it worked perfectly as a side table. So I have all the brushes that I don't use regularly over here. I kind of try to cycle through them, but my mains are over on my desk. All of my hair bands from the good old Flirty Band days. She does not make them anymore. She was a wonderful shop on Etsy. Maybe someday she'll open back up. I also have my collection of lippies over here. A lot of these are some that I reach for a lot more frequently than what's on the other side. The Huda, as well as Aviator over here. I have my bowl of blenders because I try to keep them in here so I can keep them clean or wash them and put them right back in here so they are not, you know, stuffy and they have somewhere to dry. I have a little jewelry catcher back here. Just some odds and ends. This is empty except for my 2 hair masks that I found. Before I do the last part, I did want to say that, because I'm sure someone will ask. So this desk / table, whichever you'd like to call it, this was actually handmade by my husband for me to match my original Vanity. So this Vanity, I don't know exactly how wide it is. I can't remember. It's like 3 planks wide. This one is only 2, so it's much more kind of like a console table, and he actually added drawers with pulls on this. So these are actually empty as of right now, but I'm sure that probably won't last long. But I really like the wood and kind of the white look. So it's not all white. It's not completely, you know, like every other YouTuber. It's a little bit different. And I was also able to get shelving. Like these shelves are essentially the same color wood that this is stained. So that's really nice. I was pleased with that find. Oh, I guess I should probably do under this table because there's a whole bunch of stuff underneath here. All right, so underneath this table, there is a whole lot of mess going on. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with all of this stuff, but let me walk you through. So this box right here, this is an empty box full of other empty boxes. This is all of the cases and cartons that my makeup palettes have come in. I wanted to put them up on the wall, kind of like a collage. I saw somebody that did it on Instagram, and then someone else I saw, they posted their picture on Twitter. Super cute, but I don't really want to copy anybody. But I have all these boxes and I thought it was a really cute idea, so that still might happen. But I do save all of the boxes that makeup comes in. It really came in handy when we were moving, so maybe that's why I do it. I don't really know. This second box right here, this is also mostly empty. There are some brand new makeup palettes in there that are duplicates. Some of them are Jeffree Star, some are other brand. I just have not moved those to the other location that I want them as of yet, but most of those are empty. The last thing over here are different makeup cases, different travel makeup cases. I have a bunch of makeup travel bags. I really need to go through and declutter that. All right, so last but not least is the last portion of this room. I'm fully aware that there is a closet behind this clothes rack. However, remember we just moved into this room, or I just moved into this room. So that closet has been storage since we've moved in. So we weren't gonna mess with that. Plus I have this clothes rack in my beauty room before. Now I don't, obviously this is not an encompassing clothes rack of all of my clothing. Mainly what goes here is things that I will be wearing for work for the week. So I don't wake my husband up in the morning. So I can wake up, come out of the room, bring the dogs out of the room, pick out one of the outfits that I have on this. I also have my shoes, as well as my most used handbags and little backpack purses. So this way I don't wake him up and he gets to sleep in. So what's on here right now is not always what's on here. I do kind of rotate out my clothes, and that way, you know, I can be a fashionista. Not really. I typically wear like the same 5 or 6 outfits to work. That's just, I am much more of a makeup and like handbags type of gal than I am shoes or clothes. But the most common shoes that I have been wearing are down here right now. My Toms that have the Christmas lights, those will be rotated back into the closet because it's not Christmas anymore. My boots with the fur, they may stay. It's been a little bit chilly. So like I did just receive these scarves for Christmas. So these are going to stay here because I'm sure that I'm going to be using them here shortly. And you know, I have like some of my winter stuff here, like my school shirts and things like that. So that is the last part of the beauty room. This is really more of a get ready room. That's kind of like what I like to call it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and kind of seeing everything a little bit up close. I know in the videos you really only get a little piece of the background. So I know that people have asked before and I've just really kind of dragged my feet. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you liked everything. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. I really appreciate you supporting my channel. If you have not, please make sure that you like this video by giving it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, I do hope that you consider doing so before you go today. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you on my next upload. Bye guys.